Hello and welcome back to another video. Now, Lee Anderson. What can one say about this individual? Well, not much in the first 10 seconds of a YouTube video, since the bots are listening. But he's not a man for whom Prince wrote Sexy MF. Yesterday he was caught out and shown up for who he really is. But before we get into that, let's just get a bit of background. He's known as 30p Lee, for claiming it was easy for struggling families to cook meals that cost no more than 30p a day. That's families struggling because the Tory party have destroyed the country over the past 14 years, of which he has been a part. Meanwhile, in the last few full years, he's claimed around £200,000 a year in expenses on top of his salary, which is around £90,000 a year. Now, I don't think much of Keir Starmer, given how he kicked out the likes of filmmaker Ken Loach, plus Jeremy Corbyn, who brought a fully costed manifesto to the 2019 general election, only for the mainstream media to paint him like the devil. Thus, another 5 years of the Tories. But Lee Anderson was once a part of them, who then crossed the floor in the House of Commons to join the Tories, and this week crossed back again to join the newish party, Reform UK. Well, you can see his intentions in that awful poster there. However, I've just had a look out my window, and my country hasn't gone away. It's still there. Unless someone's painted a picture of it and stuck it on my window. I'll have to find out when I go outside. That man standing next to him on the left is the 70-year-old leader, Richard Tice. And then when he was still with the Tories, Lee Anderson was caught out on camera faking a supposed off-the-cuff meeting with a member of the public.
Let's get a few shots of you on the knocker, if that's all right.
Yeah.
So he took us across the road, and on the third door, an effusive supporter.
Hiya.
Hiya.
I'm Lee Anderson, your parliamentary candidate for the Conservative Party. How you doing? I recognise you. It's Steve, isn't it? Yeah, I recognise you. How you doing, mate? All right.
Yes, I'm
just doing a bit of last-minute campaighning. Are you going to be voting on December the 12th? And do you mind me asking which way you're going to go this time?
Well, I'm going with you. There's no way Labour are ever going to get my vote again.
And he liked Mr. Anderson's very personal policy initiative this week.
I watched that video.
Yeah.
What do you mean, putting antisocial people in tents?
Yeah, I didn't.
He's
I
not
think
allowed
you
to
were a bit
talk about
soft.
that now.
I think you're a bit soft on it.
A bit soft?
Yeah.
What would you do then?
I'll give cat and nine tails for.
Cat of nine tails.
Make them wear a pink tutu.
Pink.
That'd stop them going round bullying anybody.
What about that?
I can't support this. Can we just cut there for one moment, please?
You can't support the cat of nine tails?
No, I can't support that. I can't support that. He obviously got very strong opinions, but you know,
Very strong.
but I can't support that.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much indeed.
Oh, mate, you've just finished my political career, haven't you?
What? You didn't say anything there that you... How have I finished your career?
I don't know, mate. That and then that. Oh God.
But it's all happening here.
It is, isn't it? It's all happening. It's all happening. So.
But I mean, is this? It's almost like it's been set up for us.
So that rather backfired. And then it turns out the man was a friend.
It was only after Lee Anderson had left us that my cameraman producer had the chance to tell me that because Anderson was wearing one of our radio microphones, we'd managed to record him setting up the apparently spontaneous doorstep encounter beforehand. Watch and listen. You can just see Anderson on the phone behind me.
Don't just make out you don't make out you know who I am. You know I'm the candidate, but not a friend. All right. I'm at staff car park. Have a quick look. Yeah. All right, I'll see you in a minute. See you, mate.
At the time, Anderson said the call was merely about campaign material.
Right, I best turn this off. Some leaflets have just come for me, so.
And so back to the video in question from yesterday. This video comes from someone called Queen Natalie, who clearly has the wrong end of the stick. She's painting this woman as vile. This is Queen Natalie. Far right. Oh, don't believe everything. Yeah, don't believe everything that Queen Natalie says, that's for sure. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. And she's one of these people who follows everyone back who then follows her. So basically, yeah, the ratio of that is just no one's following you. You're just following them to follow you back. It's completely pointless. You won't be reading any of the tweets they send you, that's for sure. And she's also one of these people who pays for a blue tick. Just pushes your tweets higher up the timeline so that more people can laugh at them. Now, I will say that the bleeping on the previous video was not from me. This lady does not mince her words. Later on in the video, there's a part that was shown on LBC, and that part was censored by them. So that blanks out some of what she said. At the time of recording this, I can't find an uncut version of that, but so we'll go with it. But I think you can pretty much work out what she's saying when we get to that point. I think she says he likes winking a lot, something like that. Anyway, let's have a listen.
Why did you leave the Conservative Party, Ellie?
Now that's one thing that the actual sort of supposed proper journalists never bother, because they just love the Tories anyway.
I couldn't give a fuck.
Quite right.
That's all right. Why are you back in this? Why did you leave the Conservative Party, Lee? Eh? How come you're such a fucking wanker, Lee?
Just straight to the heart of the matter. Absolutely excellent. I love this lady.
Hey?
You don't get that on Channel 4 News.
How come you're such a wanker? Can you answer the question?
How much you get paid for this, gobshite?
Hey?
How much you get paid for this, big gobby? I'm talking to you, no?
If there's no subtitles in this, he's saying how much do you get paid for this? You're very gobby, which means a bit of a northern way of saying you're talking a lot without saying much. But that's actually what the Tories are doing. She's spot on here.
Listen, I ain't fucking talking to you though, am I?
Well, shut the fuck up then.
Why don't you shut the fuck up?
Correct.
Go back home and suck out your mother's fucking dirty fucker.
You want to go?
Go back home and suck out your mother's dirty cat, I think she said there.
Back up and all. Get rid.
Go back home and suck out your mother's fucking dirty fucker.
You want to go back up and all.
So there's a man being racist.
Get re-educated.
Yeah. Spell it.
Right.
Spell it.
Lee! You Lee! Shut your mouth! Lee! Lee!
Let's tell you something.
Lee!
Just before I continue that reminded me of this.
There's Dan. Dan! 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 No, he's not seeing me. I'll get him later. Dan! Fine.
Lee! You Lee! Shut your mouth! Lee! Lee!
Let's tell you something.
Lee!
Anderson, stand
Oh!
for reform.
You
starts today
Take
in
your
Ashfield.
dirty hand.
You piece of...
Touch me again. Watch what happens. Touch me
Really?
again. Touch me again.
What an absolutely lovely man he is. Just, I think she's brilliant. She's absolutely calling him out. I wish this had been live on TV, actually. Been great. Yeah, excellent. Great way to start the weekend. Oh, she's great. I love her. Anyways, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And as it says, watch this video again. In the meantime, please like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe if you haven't already. Click on the bell for all notifications. And cue Genesis.